Hey everyone, coming today to bring you some information on Order of Chaos. Sure, most of you already know about it, quite a few don't, just because some people don't want to do their own research, and that's not a problem. That's why I do what I do. First of all, just wanted to show you the Konami site. If you want to check that out, it shows the release date as January 24th. Sneak preview is the 14th and 15th. And I'm just going to quickly run through this real quick. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to show you some of the cards. Utopia Ray is the promo. Unicorn Spear works with it. We'll talk more about that because what this video is, as you can see, is part 1 of 4. And it's going to be the preview, just like I did with Photon Shockwave. It's going to be every single card of the 80 cards that we know about from the OCG. Run down one by one. Obviously there's 80. I want to break it into 4 parts, around 20 cards each, and then we're going to go back and talk about some exclusives. So here's the stuff from the Konami site. Show some cool Inzectors, the Arm Ninjas, the Ninjutsu arts, which I love. White Knight Dragon, which is a dragon and a ninja with duplication. Some Photon information, some Gagaga stuff, which is really cool, and the girl that we've all been wondering about for a long time. Hopefully we'll get to see more of her as we go. Alright, let's just dive right in. Start off with Karibolt, which I do absolutely love. You know I play Mystic Piper level 1, and this is a great card. What's broken about it is that it brings out another one. So during the main phase, you can target an XYZ that has to have materials on it, obviously. Detach an XYZ from it and special summon another Karibolt from your deck. You just can't use it as synchro material monster. So the second one you bring out could remove another material. I mean, heck, if you got, let's say for crazy sake, you got Terabyte, or there's going to be a few of the level rank 4s that are going to be requiring 3 level 4s. You might actually be able to get rid of all 3 materials with this card. I really like it. I like that it's a light. I think the art on it is pretty awesome. We don't have time to talk about too much on each card, so I'm just going to kind of speed through this. Another dark level 1, which is pretty cool, but the effect's just decent. Activate this effect when this card is normal summoned successfully. Obviously it has to be normal summoned to get its effect. The level of all face-up monsters you control are increased by 1, and they are all treated as dark. So there's some good applications for that. I can't really think of why you would have to have them all dark, but there's some good ideas there. Gagaga Girl, good card. So far it's known to be a super, but the print shows either a rare or I doubt that's a secret, but the name up there from the Konami site shows rare, I think. So you could target one face-up Gagaga Magician you control. This card's level becomes equal to the level of the target, which is really nice because that's kind of what the Gagagas do. They change their levels according to what they want to make, what exceeds they want to bring out. But if you exceed someone, an exceed monster using only this card and Gagaga monsters, which there will be more released in the next set after this one, the exceed monster gains this effect. When this card is exceed summoned, target one face up special summon monster your opponent controls, the attack becomes 0, which is pretty decent. I think they might get some play, and some of the fanboys are going to geek out over the art. So Gogogo Giant, I've never played. The Gogogos are pretty new. There's the Golem, and this guy is really good. 2004 star, which sounds good on paper until you read the effect. When this card is normal summoned, you target a Gogogo monster in your graveyard, special summon the target and face up defense. You bring out Gogogo Golem, which works best in defense because I think he can't be destroyed by battle or something like that when he comes out, when he's in defense mode, face up defense. But anyway, then you just change this card to defense. So it's kind of like Goblin Attack Force. Big attack, 0 defense, kind of sucks. But the point of this card isn't for any of that. The point of this card is to bring out Gogogo Golem, or even another one of this guy, and just exceed into a 4 very easily. So I think he might get some play later. I might even play him in a Rock Stun. I just don't know. He's really good. I really like that card. But if he attacks, he's changed to defense position, just like a Goblin Attack Force. Alright, here's the Unicorn Spear card that I showed you on the website. It is pretty much pointless, I think, because the odds of you having this in your hand at the same time you have Utopia Ray out, just, I don't know, it's just not going to happen. But you can drop this on Utopia Ray. It gains 1900, so you have to target him. You equip this from your hand. You know, he goes on, I guess, either in the... It says equip, so I'm guessing it's going to be put in the back row like an equip card. I doubt you'll put him as a material, so it looks like it'll just go in the back row. But he gains 1900 on Utopia, which is pretty boss. If the equipped monster battles an opponent's monster, you know, the monster's effect is negated during the battle phase only, so it really doesn't affect like graveyard effects. You can only equip one spear. One thing I personally like about this is that it's a 4-star 1900 beast, and it's a light. I actually have an idea for like a chaos beast deck with the Voltic Kong and the whatever that dark ape is, that promo card. I'm blanking on the name. Anyway, and I guess it's a unicorn card, so I guess it could be used in a unicorn deck if that ever takes off. So I would pick one up if I were you. I love this card, Sharktopus. Sharktopus, I guess is how I should say it. It's a fish, which is great for if the fish deck ever comes back, but I just like the effect, period. It's a water. It's a good surprise card. It's not as broken as like Snowman Eater or whatever, but it's just kind of fun. When this card is destroyed by an opponent's monster by battle, so you would probably put this face down defense and send to the grave, you can target that monster, equip this card to the target, like let's say Stardust Dragon or something else, you know, something big that you can't get over. And then this monster makes that equipped monster attack become 0. And it can't change to defense mode, which is great. Or whatever, it can't change battle position. Great card. Photon Lizard, I like this guy, it's okay. I need to maybe think about how the Photon deck works a little better to understand if this guy's amazing or not, but I like that he's, you know, you contribute this card. You control, add 1 level 4 lower Photon monster from your deck to your hand, which is a really good effect because his stats are kind of low. The effect of Photon Lizard can be only activated once per turn, so not bad. Better than some of these others. Slasher, I don't really think it should have been. I mean, it may even get upgraded. It's really good. It's kind of like a Cyber Dragon, except you can't normal or set it. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. So that's great. If you control no other monster, like if you control other photons or anything else, this card can't attack. But as we all know, photons special summon quite a bit with Veil and what's that other one called? Lead, I think. I think Lead's the main card I'm thinking of that special summons for free. So you can special summon this, drop another one, and exceed summon. That's pretty much the point. Leo, I think, is ridiculous. It's just stupid. I guess you would use it with against Exodia deck. I just can't think of why he's good. I mean, he's a 6-star 2100. It's just okay. But when this card is normal summoned, your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck and draws the same number of cards. So unless you know that they've gotten certain cards that are going to hurt you, I just don't think this card's that great. It would be hilarious, though, to side deck this against Exodia. I hate Circular. I think he's dumb. Battle damage to your life points from a battle involving this card is half. I just don't think it's anywhere good enough. I don't know. Whatever. Reverse Buster, I also think is very specific. Not a real big fan. This card can only attack face-down monsters. That's stupid. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate magic or trap cards until the end of the damage step, which is not bad because it means they can only activate, you know, certain things. Because it's damage step related, you can't. In other words, they can't activate Mirror Force, they can activate Deep Prison, stuff like that, which is nice. They can activate effects that change battle position, Book of Moon, you know, attack and defense, up and down, stuff like that. If this card attacks a face-down defense position monster, destroy that monster without applying damage calc, which is good. So I think it's okay. I just think it's a little bit too specific. If it didn't have that first effect, it would be a lot better. But it is a reverse card, like the Busters card. I mean, I guess there could be some combos with that I don't know about. So please enlighten me if you know. The Arm Ninjas, I am extremely excited about. I cannot wait to pick them all up and give them a shot with Hanzo and gold and stuff that we'll talk about here in a little while. If you have another ninja monster in your graveyard, when the opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can banish the card and negate the attack. So it's very similar to Necrogardna. Most of you already know this because a lot of you have been doing your research on this. I hate that it has to be a direct attack, but that's what makes the most sense. I don't know, you know, Necrogardna may be a little better, but because it can protect your monsters, but still. Very good card. 1600 defense isn't bad either. Just wish you didn't have to have another ninja in the grave, but that's the way things are. When this card is summoned, I like air, you know, you decrease the level by 1. This one, you increase the level by 1. So I'm not really going to spend a lot of time. Most of you know your stuff on these. And this is a decrease as well. So they just they help you go up and down. I don't like that this guy's 5 and he only has 1600 attack. You know, it reminds me of the old Yu-Gi-Oh days when stuff with 5 and 6 stars used to be like 15, 16, 1700 attack. It was ridiculous. Okay, we're going to end on the Inzectors is where this video is going to end, so I'm going to spend some time on that. I am trying to get through as quickly as possible because I know my videos can be too long sometimes. Inzectors, the 3 that I really want to focus on, actually there's 4, but the 3 main ones are Hornet, Centipede, and Dragonfly, and then your super rare Gigamantis is the 4th one technically, but your main engine and your bread and butter pretty much is going to be those 3. They are very similar to Dragoonity, but in my opinion, so much better. They don't need a field spell, and they work whether they're equipped to a monster or whether a monster is equipped to them, which is amazing. Also, you can drop them on a monster from your hand instead of relying on your grave. So one more reason why they're just so much better than Dragoonity. And there's actually some pretty decent, you know, cards out there that work with insects. So we'll get into that another time when we do an Inzector deck profile. Once per turn, you can equip one Inzector monster from your hand or the grave to this card. Okay, so most of the time you're going to have Hornet attached to something else, so I wouldn't really sweat that too much. But while this card is equipped to a monster, which means he's, you know, been brought out of the hand of the grave to be on top of another monster, increase the equipped monster by 3. As far as I know, they all do effect. This one also says that the attack and defense of this card is added to that monster. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard to target one card in the field and destroy it, which is unbelievably broken because there's other cards that say when you send an Inzector, they get another effect. So, very good card. Ant is okay. All he does is pretty much the same thing as Hornet, except this one protects the monster that this is equipped to. So whenever a monster is equipped with Ant and it could be destroyed, this one just gets destroyed instead. I just don't think it's that great. Centipede is amazing. 1600 3 stars, not bad either. Once per turn, you can equip one Inzector monster in your hand or graveyard to the card, just like all the other effects. All the other Inzectors do this. If an equipped card equipped to this card is sent to the graveyard, which is like what I said earlier with Hornet, you can add one Inzector monster from your deck to your hand. The problem is it says you can. So I think it might miss timing with Hornet, because Hornet's effect would activate and this would try, and it says you can, so I don't think they both work at the same time. So I could be wrong. But while this card is equipped to a monster, increase the level by 3. So anyway, there's going to be times where you may be able to use both, or you just choose which effect you need. Dragonfly is a rare. It might, you know, I don't know if any of these are going to get upgraded to supers. I think they should, but we'll just see how that goes. Same effect the first sentence, but the second is if an equipped card equipped to this card is sent to the graveyard, you could special summon one Inzector monster from your deck except for Dragonfly, which is ridiculous because, as we all know, anything that special summons from the deck, like Tour Guide, can be potentially broken. So while this card is equipped to a monster, increase the level by 3. Gigamantis, also very good card, 6 star, 2400, which is nice, but what I like about it is when you could target one face-up Inzector monster you control, equip this card from your hand. So you got this big guy in your hand. He's not a big guy. He's really pretty much just a really big equip card that you equip and the original attack of the monster he's equipped to becomes 2400, which is boss. When you think about all those Inzectors don't have that big of attack. I mean, you got, what, 1600 I think is the most? So, pretty big if you attach this to Hornet or something like that and you just want a good beat stick. But what I like about it also is if this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can special summon one Inzector monster from your graveyard except Mantis. And you can only activate that effect once per turn. But just think about that for a second. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can special summon one Inzector from the grave. I mean, there's not, I don't know if there's a loop here, but there's some sick combos that can be pulled off with this guy and with the other three. Hornet, Centipede, and Dragonfly. So give that a look and let me know what you guys think. There is a reason he's a super. I kind of hope he gets upgraded to an ultra because I like to see him in ultimate form. Last one we're going to talk about today is Inzector GigaWeevil. He's pretty much kind of like the opposite. He's 0 2600 defense, 6 stars, not bad, but I don't know if he gets any play. I doubt he will. You can target one face-up Inzector monster you control, equip this card from your hand to that target, so just like Weevil, or just like Mantis. Its defense becomes 2600. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can special summon Inzector from your graveyard, only activate it once. It's the exact same as Gigamantis, except as a defense position card with 2600, which is pretty big. I kind of wish it was 27 just to protect against maybe like Gores or something like that, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. So that's the end of this video for now. I don't want to start babbling about whenever video. I'm going to do one a week, so video number 2 will be up next week, and then video 3 the first week of January, and video 4 the second week of January, right before the sneak preview. So hopefully that will be some info for you to get ready and know what to pick up and kind of make a want list of your stuff for the Order of Chaos sneak preview. Thanks for watching, guys. I would love it if you would thumbs up the video and favorite, and tell your friends to watch for the second video, and hopefully I'll have more time to get into some of the combos and we can talk about more deck profiles later. Take care. Later.